goodness. It's a bit buggy out, so I have to keep moving around here. I was, a bit perturbed earlier. I realized that I should probably go for a walk. And I wanted to do this, critical rant of women's behavior. And while there are some definitely toxic things that a contemporary woman does, but that's not representative of the whole. I know that could be a double entendre. And I know there's a lot of women out there that are obsessed with making things agreeable, and I'm not on board with that. What else can I say? I wanted to talk about toxic empathy and how this collective mindset steamrolls everybody else. But love doesn't conquer all. It doesn't solve everything. This much is true. But I get tired of politics. I get tired of being extorted. I'm tired of arguing over the nitty-gritty details of what's a woman and what isn't. I just want to have a relationship and not have to worry about the threat of being thrown in jail. Just because I confront her with her problems and the things that she doesn't want to deal with. I believe that's a healthy relationship. I don't want someone who's obsessed over status symbols or how much money I have. I don't want her to have to worry about or have her worrying as to whether or not I have a job, or questions of my faith and my dedication to Christianity, irregardless of how often I go to church. I don't want to have this juvenile tit for tat leftover feelings of resentment and regret. I don't want to have a competition. I don't want to have a third party involved in every discussion as if everything is life or death. I would have to say that there are a lot of women out there that think they're worth more than what they are. And that's a real tragedy when we start realizing that different people have different skill sets and capabilities and positive and negative attributes. And I don't want to have to, make love to a man in order to have a relationship in this day and age. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to have to hang out with transgenders and be made uncomfortable. I don't want my children to have to suffer through drag queen story time and to have all the institutions that I was brought up with be destroyed and decimated by politics and mental health disorders. I'm carrying my load here. I'm carrying my weight. I didn't take the money that I've been given and shoot my arm full of fentanyl. I didn't go start building pipe bombs with ingredients from the grocery store and the hardware store to produce nitroglycerin. I didn't do that. I didn't go around threatening people or their livelihoods. I didn't bully anyone. I didn't go around spreading rumors about someone or whether or not they're a white supremacist or they identify with white nationalism. You know, I didn't go around spreading rumors and lies and poison to destroy someone else's career. I traveled the country 7 times, coast to coast, just to make $1. And it gets old. It gets old. I'm not interested in being socially acceptable to everyone. I'm not interested in being everybody's friend. I don't want to bend over backwards just for people to like me. I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. All right. The list of things that I've done in my life. As a paper boy, dishwasher, tree planter. I pushed a Dickie D ice cream bicycle around. You know, I put up and tore down tents, you know, event tents. A lot of heavy lifting. I was a staff cadet. I sold knives. Done a lot of temporary jobs and sales and stuff like that. Customer service, I guess you call it. You know, I was delivering for Staples. Again, heavy lifting, logistical stuff. I went to school at Trent University for history. That was my major of choice. I went to college twice. Graduated twice. I've created over 100. Well, not 100. Maybe 30 something oil paintings in my life so far. I've had multiple relationships with women, you know, and unfortunately some of them abused me. I'll be truthful about that. And the problem is that they think that they can get away with it and that they can construct a society around their rights and privileges because they're the one that gives birth to the child. That's what I think. That's what I feel. Now, my life isn't over. I still have a hard road in front of me. And the road is very challenging for people that choose this path. I'm not interested in politics. I just want to make love, man. Why is that so hard? Why do we have to put all these hoops in front of it? You know, the devil's laughter can be heard after you have sex, because it's the easiest thing in the world. But why do I have to be tortured for it? That's my question.